Reaction. Hey man, I was just scrolling on Twitter and I seen this clip, bro. I had to go ahead and react to it, bro. We got Jaylen Brown reacting to Stephen A. I think apologizing for calling Kyrie selfish or whatever, man. The vaccine stuff, let's get it, bro.
He did that on his own merit, or
Shout out,
somebody
bro,
told him
man.
to do that. But obviously, to give context, Kyrie Irving, a couple years ago, refused to get the vaccine in the state of New York. The state of New York said all employers or whatever had to. Therefore, he wasn't able to play basketball for a large amount of that season, which affected like millions of dollars. He lost sponsorships.
I didn't even know
He
bro was
lost
live,
his
bro.
Nike
Hold on.
endorsement. And then
Hold on.
forget the money, like the
I can't even
people.
move my mic because that shit gonna
He
unplug, bro.
lost his
I gotta
Nike
get a new mic,
endorsement.
man.
And
The
then
cord
forget the
sucks.
money, like the people who like said all these things about Kyrie and his character, and even probably people close to him. I couldn't even imagine about how that experience probably went, because all of the stuff that was, obviously there's, things that happened medically that affected the United States, but also was some misinformation that was going on.
Yeah.
During the trial, Dr. Fauci pleaded the fifth.
100 times, nigga. Exactly. Shout out JB, man.
Everything. So just leave speculation to like how we evaluated, some of the stuff, what was real and what wasn't. But for Stephen A to respond and actually apologize to someone who was his career changed, his pockets changed, people defaced his character, even though, obviously this is going around, like giving actually apologize to someone who was his career changed, his pockets changed, people defaced his character, even though, obviously this is going around. Like,
bro, when this whole thing was happening, bro, I was just in the midst. I think I was focusing on graduating or whatever I had going on. I don't know. That was 2020 to 2021, exactly, right? That whole little era of just hating. Yeah, I just had other shit going on, but man, I did not know. I missed that whole Nets era for it.
Obviously this is going around, like giving the apology. I know maybe some of you have seen it, but imagine going through that, and imagine losing hundreds of millions of dollars for what you believe in. Imagine losing endorsements. Nike dropped them. That's when I responded, like, since when did Nike care about ethics? Right? Imagine these companies responded, like, since when did Nike care about ethics? Right? Imagine these companies and these things that just completely, blackballed or, dropped Kyrie. The Nets made him. They gave a list of demands for him based upon. It was just, I thought this was for Stephen A to even say that and issue an apology. I will give him some credit for that, but he was one of the people, if not one of the main proprietors, that was saying these things. But the apology is never as loud as the vindication. So I just wanted to give to react to this. Obviously, I know that was a long time ago, but that was a very, very important and controversial time in the U.S. The vaccination stuff, it was stuff that other athletes and other people had to go through as well, and so many people beyond closed doors, because of like work mandates and things like that, that didn't want to do it or didn't feel like they had to, and there's some people that did it willingly. So I'm not giving you what was the right or wrong here, but just somebody for making up. I'm just pointing out for someone that made a decision for themselves as a human being, for them to be, for them to face those level of consequences, I felt were severe. And he lost money, endorsements for something he should have. His it's in his rights to be able to make those decisions on behalf on his own decision and his own medical. But at that time, it was a violation of that. So shout out to Kyrie Irving, sending love, respect, and blessings to him. This was a W stream, man. I appreciate y'all. We definitely look forward to doing some more stuff. We got some stuff this week coming up. We got the press conference, Phillies, going to the Phillies game for the first time, so be on the lookout for that. I obviously love to have some of my teammates pull up on the stream, DM them, tell them to pull up in the chat. You know what I mean? They already said, Maxie said he pulling up, VJ said he pulling up. You know, it'd be dope to get Bron and Bede or whoever else, some of the guys on there. But
I see the W, Eli. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank
you
you.
know what I mean? Shout out to
I
my boy
appreciate it.
ugly as hell, but he came on here and told him, like, hey, look, you know what I mean? Don't get you on the stream, my boy. Don't be on here talking about nothing crazy. You know, we from Atlanta. We went to the same high school.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. We did. We went to the same high school, man.